Good day, here are today's top stories from the Pna Headlines. President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. has declared April 1, 2025 as a regular holiday in observance of Eid'l Fitr or the end of Ramadan. Marcos signed Proclamation 839 following the recommendation of the National Commission on Muslim Filipinos to declare a national holiday on that date. Marcos said the declaration would bring the religious and cultural significance of Eid'l Fitr to the fore of national consciousness. He says the holiday would also allow all Filipinos to join their Muslim brothers and sisters in peace and harmony in the observance and celebration of Eid'l Fitr. Eid'l Fitr, one of the two most important Islamic celebrations, is observed 3 days after the month-long Ramadan fasting. The other celebration, Eid al-Adha, or the Feast of Sacrifice, is celebrated on the 10th day of the last month of the Islamic calendar in commemoration of the willingness of Ibrahim to sacrifice his son to God. The government established Eid'l Fitr as a regular holiday by virtue of Republic Act 9177 to honor the country's Islamic heritage. Shifting gears now, the Philippines and Angola are working to improve their ties by boosting tourism and ensuring the welfare of Filipino workers. Department of Migrant Workers Secretary Hans Leo Cacdac, together with Undersecretary Felicitas Bay, met with Ambassador of the Philippines to Portugal, Paul Raymond Cortez, and Philippine Honorary Consul of the Republic of Angola, Megan Nicole Brechet Amamo, at the DMW office in Mandaluyong City on Thursday. The officials discussed initiatives in promoting the rights and welfare of OFWs in Angola. More than 10,000 Filipinos are currently working in Angola's manufacturing, mining, construction, and fishing sectors. Earlier on March 17, Tourism Secretary Cristina Frasco and Angolan Ministry of Foreign Affairs Secretary of State for External Relations Esmeralda Bravo Conde da Silva Mendonca met to discuss cooperation within the areas of investment and tourism development. The Department of Tourism said Mendonca has requested for Angola to collaborate with the Philippines in boosting tourism investments and exchanges. It says Angola wants to learn from the Philippines on using its wide tourism portfolio, from its beaches and natural resources to its culture and heritage and excellence in hospitality. Frasco meanwhile shared that its training programs, such as the Filipino brand of service excellence, contributed to the higher tourism receipts of the country. She also cited the country's efforts to improve culture, heritage, gastronomy, and sustainable tourism development. Seafarers who need the services of the Maritime Ministry Authority can now schedule an appointment through the eGov mobile one-stop shop app. MARINA Administrator Sonia Malaluan says among the services available in the app include appointments for the Seafarers Record Book and Seafarers Identity Document. Malaluan says integration with the mobile app simplifies and speeds up application procedures, providing a seamless user experience. This is in line with President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr.'s directives to digitalize government services to enhance transparency, efficiency, and public service. She says embracing digital innovations like the eGov app not only recognizes the contributions of seafarers but also strengthens government support for them. She adds MARINA remains steadfast in innovating and elevating services to ensure that Filipino seafarers continue to set the gold standard in maritime excellence worldwide. In other news, the Minor Basilica and National Shrine of Jesus Nazareno, also known as the Quiapo Church, has begun preparations for this year's observance of the Holy Week. The Basilica management announced that it initiated a walkthrough of the church's activities on Thursday. Among these are the preparations for the celebration of Palm Sunday, where there will be processions and the blessing of palm leaves starting early morning. The Basilica will host the Pabasa from Holy Monday to Holy Wednesday at the Plaza Miranda, followed by the Triduum celebration from Maundy Thursday to Black Saturday. There will also be a procession of the image of Jesus Nazareno on Good Friday, where thousands of devotees are expected to attend. Church volunteers, members of the Hijos del Nazareno, and government agencies attended the Basilica's walkthrough of activities. Moving to business headlines, the National Tobacco Administration has started distributing 9 million pesos in assistance to over 2,600 tobacco farmers in northern Luzon. This as farmers were affected by the wilting of growing and early transplanted tobacco seedlings due to the onslaught of typhoons Christine, Leon, Marce, and Ophel last year, as well as heavy rains in January 2025. The amount includes 5 million pesos for the procurement of biostimulants and about 4 million pesos as cash aid for tobacco farmers. According to NTA Deputy Administrator for Operations Nestor Casela, tobacco fields in Regions 1, 2, and the Cordillera region were among those that were damaged by inclement weather. Casela says their priority is to ensure the farmers would receive the necessary support to recover and rebuild their tobacco plantations. Meanwhile, the Department of Energy calls on Filipinos to save water on top of conserving energy as the Philippines joins the rest of the world in celebrating Earth Day 2025. This year's Earth Hour is themed Switch Off and Secure Water for All to raise awareness about climate change and environmental issues. Energy Secretary Rafael Lotilla says using electricity requires water for cooling processes in thermal power plants and hydropower systems. He says every kilowatt hour saved means conserving water, reducing consumption, and reinforcing the delicate balance of the environment. He also stressed that consistent action by individuals, businesses, and communities can make a significant impact not only in preserving water, but also promoting a more sustainable lifestyle. The public is encouraged to switch off their lights and non-essential appliances on Saturday, March 22 from 8:30 to 9:30 p.m. In other news, the National Capital Region will continue to be the main growth driver of Shakey's Pizza Ventures Incorporated, even as the company aims to expand outside Metro Manila this year. SPAVI President Vicente Gregorio said while Shakey's is prominent in Metro Manila as well as in Luzon, he sees potential growth in the Visayas and Mindanao. Gregorio says they plan to invest 1 billion pesos this year as the company marks its 50th anniversary, and they will also add 20 additional restaurants, with half of them being company-owned, while the rest are franchised. The company has nearly 300 Shakey's locations nationwide, with a total of 2,483 stores across all its other brands such as Peri Peri Charcoal Chicken, R&B Milk Tea, Potato Corner, and Project Pie. That's the latest and the biggest stories on the Pna Headlines. For more news updates, visit our website pna.gov.ph or our Facebook and X account, Philippine News Agency. The Pna Headlines is also streamed via the Servicio Facebook page. You may also watch the Pna Headlines through the Philippine News Agency's YouTube account and via the News and Information Bureau website under PNA News. I'm Bench Bondok. This is the Pna Headlines, bringing stories that unite the nation.